Okay, Aquarius. I'm trying to record these all on the moon. I missed this one by a few hours. It's right into Pisces. And I'm going to do my hair like an Aquarius. This is how they all do their hair. It's like they've been electrocuted. it's like this side right here, but like on both sides. And it's just wild. It's literally like they've been electrocuted. They look like a genius, a mad genius. Your mineral is sodium chloride. A conductive mineral, right? Aquarius, a sign of electricity and technology. It's the sign of the mad genius, the inventor. Your biological system is the Meridian system. How cool is that? The acupuncture Meridian system. It's actually a physical system. There's organs. I've seen it removed from the body. It looks like tendons. They're little magnetism pathways. Little chi, prana. Scientifically, it's electromagnetism. Electricity and magnetism pathways that flow through the body. That's what your personality and sign represents, the magnetism and electricity. You'll see a lot of acupuncturists, they are Aquarius. They don't even know it. They just love acupuncture. Point of significance in your body is the ankles. Lots of Aquariuses, I see they're in ankle casts, or they roll their ankle, or their ankle clicks when they walk. It's very interesting. I even did a chart for a guy. He had his leg amputated. He's now deceased. Rest in peace. And when I did his chart, I noticed his sun was on a degree in Aquarius, and it's on a certain vein in the ankle. And that was the vein that got infected. He knew all about that vein. And his sun was on the degree of that vein. And that's why his ankle and leg got amputated. All those degrees are in the book that I talk about in these videos. They're accurate. It's like amazing. Facial indications of the sign is these smile lines right here. Man, they always have them. That I've seen, really. And it's because of water bloating. There's extra, this is how it's explained in the homeopathic books at least, because of water bloating, and it's true. And then it creates this line somehow. Yep, they have that, and they have the Aquarius sign in their forehead every time from thinking, because they're an air sign. Air signs have larger, more significant foreheads. Libra having the largest, broad, very tall. Aquarius has very tall forehead with these. I have Saturn in Aquarius. I think I have it a little bit. The sign there. I mean, a lot of people will probably have that, but it's something funny that I've noticed, and it's quite true. Also, Aries have this vein right here of the Aries sign on their forehead. And then I think Gemini probably has a bigger forehead too, because it's the thinking, the front part of your brain. It's where your thoughts and decisions come from. And Libra is the sign all about decisions. Of course, they have the biggest decision-making area. Also, Aquarius, they can have these large pores on the nose, deep, large pores, and it can be other places too, but I've noticed it on the nose. And dry, chapped lips as well. Emotional and mental symptoms of the sign, sodium chloride deficiency, are can't cry in public, holds in hurt, and inabilities to process grief. And great issues surrounding grief, probably because they won't process them. But you can see how connected this sign is to a restricted heart. Because when the sun is in Aquarius, the sun is in detriment. It's in winter, and it's in a Saturn sign, restricting it. You can even see these individuals have a restricted look. A very skeletal appearance with thin skin, because Saturn is the skeleton, and a bit of a restriction here and here, and at their heart they'll kind of come in their chest. It's a very, very interesting thing, and you'll notice it once you figure out how to identify it. There's a great book called Dance of the Zodiac by William Schreiber. I learned a lot of this stuff, and he'll show you exactly how each sign looks, and it's so consistent. And the picture that he has sketched for Aquarius looks like a lot of Aquariuses that I know, like identical with this just the whole thing. You'll have to check this book out. They will also have unpredictable behaviors. And now this is from a homeopathic book. Several of them I collected and put together my favorite ones. And this is what the people write for sodium chloride deficiency. They don't know that this salt mineral is tied to the sign Aquarius, which is all about unpredictability. Chronically irritable and nervous. This is a fixed sign, so it has to do with more chronic things. And irritable and nervous is slightly more along the lines of the air signs. But they can also get nightmares or night terrors, self-pity, lack of courage, delirium with muttering and wandering, hysteria and despondency, hopelessness, melancholy, and dejected spirits. Now for these, and for all the other signs, and for everything I'm going to list on this sign and every other sign in the future, this isn't going to be for every person at every point in their life, especially in early age. This is for sure what I've noticed. People will agree with these things because they're true when they're a lot older, and if they haven't taken care of their body that well, especially if they're on pharmaceuticals like sleeping pills and a long use of different pharmaceuticals like psychology ones. Those seem to deplete minerals heavily. And then these people will begin to see these symptoms, like they'll know it right away. But usually it's older age, even younger people too, but for sure older age people, and especially if they haven't taken care of their body, and like I said, taken lots of pharmaceuticals, because those are synthetic, and synthetics are trying to seek completion, how I understand it, so they draw your minerals from you, your life force. Physical stuff seems to be very water related because it's a sodium, and also electrically related because this is the sign of the Meridian system and the sign of Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. And Aquarius and Uranus are all about electricity, magnetism, science, inventions, electronics. Each person and their life are a representation of their biological system. There happens to be 12 biological systems. Sure, that's somewhat arguable, but there kind of is, and there's 12 signs. Well, there's one for each one. Aquarius, you're the Meridian system. So here's the physical. Head cold, cold sores, ankle issue, feeling hungover without drinking alcohol, sunstroke, clear watery discharges, alcohol withdrawal shakes if you drink alcohol, too much or too little sweat, water pressing on the cerebellum creating chronic migraines, a weak electrical charge in the body, blood, and fluids, electrical spasm, coldness in the back. Keep in mind this is a winter sign and a Saturn sign, and the sun, the fiery heart, the sun represents the heart, it's in a cold winter Saturn sign, if this is your sun sign. So coldness of back makes sense. Back relief by laying on something hard. A dry, parched tongue with frothiness, and stupor and sleepiness, kind of like when you're hungover. It's a salt imbalance. Perhaps the reason why they put salt on the margarita rim, or whatever that drink is, I think that's to prevent hangovers. Headaches from dehydrated brain. Unrefreshed sleep. Salty mucus and a clear, thin, salty snot. See, there appears to be an imbalance where there's concentrations where there shouldn't be. There's a disruption in the effectiveness and distribution of this mineral. A sudden electrical shock of jaw, teeth, gums, and face. Jerking of limbs while falling asleep. Alcohol makes it worse. Erratic palpitations of the heart, Uranus, and enlarged heart with water. Poor circulation, cold hands, and cold feet. Needs sunglasses, especially when hungover, even without being hungover. Electrical wave that moves across visual cortex. It's called a migraine aura. As usual, book reading if you'd like, and grab our book if you want to as well. Thanks.